how much I love Journey Spice. Journey Spice, non-GMO, no salt, no sugar, just all sorts of goodness and smart, environmentally friendly packaging. Pinch the top, take it off. Food tastes better. Comes in singles, 2-packs, and 4-packs. It's Journey Spice. Find them at Amazon.com. Time for Denver's best sports talk with the Altitude Daily.
This is the Altitude Daily Podcast. Everything you can't miss from today on Altitude Sports Radio. Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane.
It's like a hot topic in our organization a lot, just because a couple of the guys that we got on there. You got a Kale McCarr, you got a Nathan McKinnon. It's all about sort of, for me, same as our 5-on-5 game, building the habits that we need to be successful on a nightly basis. When it's easy going, when it's tough going, how do you stay productive? I'm not concerned about our power play right now because I go through all the chances that we create. Like, what does it look like? We've had some power plays this year that are ineffective, and we've had some that are like super dangerous and haven't got rewarded for them, and then we've chipped in a couple of goals. So it's about like being dangerous for me, creating quality scoring chances out of like all types of situations. And I've seen some really good sort of foundational things that I like from our power play at the beginning of the year. Because the power play is not sitting at 40% or something like that doesn't bother me. It's not the power play. Like to me, it's the power play you have at key times. They scored some key goals at key times this year. And it's work in progress, right? You need a little bit of a new group, a little bit of a new plan, some fundamental things that we're trying to put into it. And special teams have been solid to start the season, as is our 5-on-5 game, and we just got to keep building it from there.
I don't know if you heard Nathan McKinnon. This was after the Dallas game. He was talking about the fans booing during the power play. He said this.
I thought it was really good tonight. Really good tonight. A lot of great chances. I know we were getting booed. I guess they don't really know what a good power play looks like. We had a ton of chances, and just nothing was going in, and we finally got one. So I guess they got to boo us more.
Do you think the boos can fuel a power play, Coach?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the power play's hungry and wants to score every time it goes on the ice. And part of the messaging from the coaches is like, hey, that power play wasn't great. The next one's going to have to be really good, right? And then they go out on a power play and they get 4 scoring chances and 3 high danger, high quality chances, and either they miss on them, a guy gets a block on one, the goalie makes a big save on one, and you don't score on it. It's about sort of the rhythm of it and how they produce those chances, and eventually you got to finish them off at the right moments. A couple of those games, like I said, power play was ineffective and then really good, and you come up empty, and then they go get one. I've seen some good things.
The Altitude Daily. Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC.
Every single victim that the Denver Broncos have faced, minus Daniel Jones, is a top 10 most sacked quarterback because of that awful day against the Broncos defensive front. But you combine that with a defense that is philosophically aligned to play tight man coverage, take away easy throws, and make the quarterback beat you with precision accuracy, throwing the ball under duress, throwing the ball on time. That looks like a recipe for a disaster for this is the 4th start for Jackson Dart? 3rd?
Is this his 3rd or 4th? I think it's his 3rd, actually. I think this will be his 3rd start, right? Because Russ started 3 and he started 2, and this is, maybe I'm doing, because this is their 7th game, right? Math is hard. And so I don't know. We'll just wait for KJ to tell us. When we say something stupid, KJ will just correct us here. You let us know, KJ, whenever you figure it out. But do you think, the Giants put 34 on the Eagles, man. They put 34 on the Eagles. And I know but it's still the defending Super Bowl champs. Cam Scatterbo rushed for 3 touchdowns in that game. He had
Let me ask you this. Yeah, what do the Eagles do defensively? What's Vic Fangio known for?
Well, yeah,
structurally, schematically.
Well,
what did
do you
Broncos
think he was
fans
trying to take away the passing game from the Giants and it didn't matter?
No, he's playing quarters. He's a cover 4 guy. And you know what? Look at the stat line there. So we're looking at now, this is his really third game playing that what he did against Philly. He was 17 and 25 for 68%, 195, 1 touchdown against predominantly cover 4. Predominantly cover 4. That's what Vic Fangio runs. Did Bo Nix have a chance to get going in that game against the Eagles?
Yeah.
He did, didn't he? What did the Jets run? You remember?
Yeah.
A lot of man. A lot of tightly contested man.
Yeah, they probably should have done that, too. Well, against
not great.
that, not great.
Not bad, but not great.
If little Jordan Humphrey comes into this city and torches the Broncos, I'm going to be angry, man. If
that happens,
Jackson Dart and little Jordan Humphrey go off. But once again, I guess, they just faced a Vic Fangio defense, and I'm not going to make fun of a Vic Fangio defense. But this is going to be the nastiest defense they faced all season this week, right? When Jackson Dart rolls into the Mile High City to take on the Broncos. But still, I mean, I find 34 points against that Eagles team to be fairly impressive, and holding them to just 17. I know they got some wonky things happen in Philadelphia, but it's still Philadelphia, man.
The Altitude Daily. Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC.
Would you rather trade for a left guard or a wide receiver too?
You need both. You really do. I think it's a good question.
Why do you need a wide receiver too?
Because you don't got one.
We got 3 dudes that are supposed to fill that role.
Do you got one?
Mims, Bryant.
Tell me who it is.
Evan Ingram.
Well,
tell me who it is.
Evan Ingram.
Troy Franklin.
Really?
Well, Ingram's a tight end, though.
But he's
joker.
become pass catcher, too. He's slowly becoming PC,
hold
too.
on. Is there a difference between a pass catcher, too, and a wide receiver, too? I don't think you do. I can't believe one of these guys, wide receiver, too. I mean, why do we have these guys on the team?
Well, all I know is you don't have a stud. I mean, Troy Franklin has been a nice evolution. That's been fun to watch. Marvin Mims ain't the guy. We figured that out last year. We figured out that the year before.
He'll have moments.
He's going to have moments in the game, and you can scheme up effective football plays for Marvin Mims, but you got to scheme him up. Maybe Troy Franklin's going to continue the evolution, but as it stands today, man, you're lacking some offensive firepower, and we've got a quarterback who is struggling. Why do you do it? Well, you just bring more weapons to the table, and you say, listen, if we're going to throw under 10 yards all day long, maybe we could have a more effective number 2 who could actually turn a 10-yard play into a 25-yard play.
And that's where Evan Ingram can be your PC2.
Well, you got to look at some dog butt teams right now because the trade deadline's not that far away.
Who was the one guy you were trying to get a year or 2 ago? T. Higgins.
Well, he ain't going anywhere. You'd have to pick up his salary. He's making $30 million a year. You can't do that. You can't do that. I don't think you can do that. I mean, it would be great to have T. Higgins on the team, but I don't know if he'd be wide receiver too. I think he'd be your number 1 guy if you got T. Higgins here. Who isn't doing crap, by the way, for the Bengals right now. I mean, that thing is just a sunk ship.
Oh, I know. I have
so here's the wide receivers that are allegedly on the market. And I do say allegedly because this is just people connecting dots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jacoby Myers from the Raiders. Basically every wide receiver on the Saints roster. So Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, and Brandon Cooks. I would take either one of those 2 dudes between Olave and Shaheed. I'd take either one of those dudes. Yeah. I mean, that would bring some speed to the team. And that's about it. You got to get creative after that. You're not looking at any household names by any means, but you are talking about a number 2 player. And then you look at other teams like the Miami Dolphins. Okay, well, what do teams do when things are folding? They start resetting, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've got a wide receiver room that is insanely expensive. Maybe Jalen Waddle would become available.
What about OBJ? Got a 6-game suspension.
God, what? Huh?
No.
You stupid.
So no one OBJ?
No.
You stupid.
A texter actually suggested that one. You can call him.
The guy is drunk.
This is Josh Lalamont. You put his first and last name there.
Make sure we get them both.
Well, if you're going to call him stupid, I mean, Okay, Nate. All right, well.
Would you trade a Franklin for Olave?
Oh, my God.
I mean, I do want to hold on to Franklin.
Yeah, wow.
I'm not trying to insinuate I don't have any hope for Troy turning into a special player for the Broncos because he has had a nice evolution from year 1 to year 2, and you hope that continues. But right now, man, the reality is our offense is struggling, and when you're struggling, you start looking for answers.
The Altitude Daily. Kretman and Lindahl.
Andy, do you think Bo Nix is having a sophomore slump?
Great question. I don't know how to answer that. I think he's been scouted out, and I don't think. Here's to me. God, now we're going to do a semantics thing. I'm not trying to drive you crazy. I would call it a sophomore slump if it looked like the teams were still giving him the stuff he had a year ago and he was missing it. I feel like the teams have taken away what he did so easily a year ago, as we all assumed they would.
Yeah.
As Chad Brown told us in one of our interviews, NFL coaches, despite Sean's protest to the idea all summer long, do break down guys they think are a new threat in the league, and Bo certainly was announced as a threat to the league a year ago, so I think they've taken away his comfortable throws. So is it a slump, or is it just the test got harder? Your numbers are going to tell me other things. Let's get to your number. I'm not trying to screw up what you want to do here.
No, I think you're absolutely right about that. I think that is why sophomore slumps are a thing, because the league now has a book on you. And football coaches are smart, man. Like, even Aaron Glenn, as much as we rip Aaron Glenn for how he coached that game last week, terribly, he had a good defensive plan against the Broncos. And it generally was, I am not afraid to load up the box on you and contain your run game, and let's see if your quarterback can beat me on the outside and beat me in the intermediate part of the field. And the answer is, he generally can't. Broncos offense has failed to score more than 21 points in 4 out of 6 games so far this season. And Bo Nix is not playing at a terribly high level right now. And one of the big issues that they're having is it's a boom or bust offense. Like, we look at those passing charts every single week, and they look much the same as they did last year. It was a lot of behind the line of scrimmage stuff. It's a lot of the horizontal passing game that they're relying on. And when they get in rhythm, it can work. Like, Sean schemed up a beautiful play for the touchdown to Adkins, but the problem is opposing defenses they're sussing that stuff out because they know that that's what Denver's got for them. And the screen game, I would say both the bubble screen game and just throwing screens to the running backs, neither of them are working right now.
No, nobody's breaking anything big.
Yeah.
Bo has missed on his deep shots. Some of the receivers also have not helped him out on the deep shots. And those deep shots, I think, are what kept defenses honest to keep the underneath stuff he was thriving on a year ago going.
You've been listening to the Altitude Daily. Catch us live weekdays on 92.5 FM, the Altitude Sports Radio app, twitch.tv/AltitudeSR, youtube.com/Altitude Sports Radio, and your favorite smart speaker. Say Altitude Sports Radio.